Most people don't know this, but blindness affects walking. It's fascinating to learn that when blindfolded, the majority of people struggle to walk in a straight line. Without visual cues, our brains face a significant challenge. You see, even slight differences in muscle strength or stride length can easily divert someone off course. This often leads to unexpected circular paths instead of a straight walk. Studies have shown this phenomenon occurs in various settings, whether it's a dense forest, a wide-open desert, or even controlled laboratory conditions. It highlights just how heavily we rely on our sight for navigation. Imagine trying to walk in a straight line while completely blindfolded. It's like being on a roller coaster without the thrill. This reliance on vision is rooted in our evolutionary history, where sight played a crucial role in survival. Next time you find yourself in the dark, think about how much you depend on those visual signals to get where you're going. Why is Arabic Africa's most spoken language? Arabic holds the title for the most spoken language across the diverse continent of Africa. This multilingual region features numerous languages, but Arabic stands out due to its significant historical, cultural, and religious influence. The language thrives primarily in North African countries like Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco, where it is either the first language or widely spoken as a second language. Over 200 million people use Arabic in everyday communication, from vibrant marketplaces to formal education. This rise of Arabic can be traced back to the spread of Islam in the 7th century, when the Quran helped to unify Arabic speakers across the region. Today, Arabic is not only important for cultural identity, but also plays a crucial role in trade and diplomacy. With growing populations and economic power, the relevance of Arabic is expected to increase. So next time you think about Africa's languages, remember the rich tapestry Arabic weaves throughout the continent. Could you imagine how diverse communication is with so many languages at play? Did you know about the stunning blue jellyfish? This vibrant marine creature, often seen off the east coast of Australia, captivates with its bright colors and translucent body. The blue jellyfish is not just a pretty sight, it's also a reminder of the hidden dangers lurking in the ocean. Its long, venomous tentacles can deliver painful stings that may cause discomfort to unsuspecting swimmers. While the beauty of this jellyfish draws people into the water, caution is key when swimming where they might be present. Lifeguards and locals often remind beachgoers to be aware of these creatures, especially during warmer months when they are more prevalent. Interestingly, the jellyfish's sting can affect different individuals in various ways, making it vital to know how to react if stung. If you experience a sting, washing the area with vinegar and getting medical help can alleviate pain. So the next time you hit the beach, keep an eye out for the gorgeous blue jellyfish. But remember, beauty can come with a sting. Curious about Hartford's quirky balloon ban? In Hartford, Connecticut, advertising balloons are actually illegal. This unusual regulation is designed to tackle safety concerns, as floating balloons can distract drivers and pose a risk on the roads. Imagine driving and suddenly being distracted by a bright, colorful balloon advertising a local event. City officials believe that such distractions could lead to accidents, which is why they've put this rule in place. Instead of balloons, event promoters are encouraged to utilize posters and signs to spread the word about their happenings. This shift not only keeps the streets safer, but also helps control littering, as balloons can easily end up as trash. While it may seem odd at first glance, Hartford's approach reflects a concern for public safety and urban cleanliness. So, next time you're planning an event in this lovely city, remember to leave the balloons at home. Did you know February was once the last month? The calendar as we know it today underwent significant changes long ago. Originally, the Roman calendar had just 304 days and began in March, leading to a unique situation where February was tacked on later as the last month. This meant people celebrated the new year in March, not January. However, in 46 BCE, Julius Caesar decided it was time for an upgrade. He introduced a major reform that shifted the calendar from a lunar system, which didn't align well with the seasons, to a more reliable solar-based system. This change not only added more days, but also created the 12-month structure we use today. With this reform, February shifted to its current spot, and January took the lead as the first month of the year. This fascinating transformation shows how our understanding of time has evolved and highlights the impact of one leader's decision on our daily lives. Can you imagine how confusing it would be if we celebrated the new year in March? Hard to believe, but pens change history. The ballpoint pen, a staple of everyday life, was invented in the 1930s by a Hungarian journalist named László Bíró. Frustrated with the messy nature of fountain pens, he sought a better solution. Biró's design featured a tiny ball bearing that rolled in the pen's tip, allowing ink to flow smoothly without leaking. This innovative feature caught the attention of the British Royal Air Force, which adopted the design for its pilots. During flights, traditional fountain pens would often leak due to changes in altitude, but the ballpoint pens solved this issue, proving to be reliable at high altitudes. Today, we take these handy tools for granted, yet they revolutionized writing and communication. Thanks to Biró's vision, we can jot down our thoughts and ideas without the fuss of ink smudges or spills. Discover the extremes of human cells. Did you know that sperm cells and egg cells, also known as ova, represent the smallest and largest cells in the human body? Sperm cells are incredibly tiny, measuring only about 0.05 millimeters long, enabling them to swim swiftly through fluid to reach an egg. In contrast, egg cells are much larger, with a diameter of approximately 0.1 millimeters, making them visible to the naked eye. These two types of cells are crucial for human reproduction, with sperm carrying half of a man's genetic information and the egg containing the other half from a woman. When they unite, they form a zygote, the first step toward creating a new life. Understanding these extremes not only highlights the fascinating diversity among human cells, but also reveals how intricately our bodies are designed to ensure the continuation of our species. Are you surprised by their size difference? Is it really true that dolphins can't smell? Surprisingly, yes. Dolphins are fascinating creatures that communicate in unique ways, using clicks and whistles to express themselves and interact with each other. Unlike many mammals, dolphins lack the ability to smell, which means they don't rely on scents like humans or dogs do. Instead, they have evolved to become experts at using sound and sight to understand their world. Their clicks can echo through the water, helping them locate prey or communicate with pods, while their keen eyesight allows them to see clearly both above and below the water's surface. This reliance on sound makes them incredibly social animals, often seen playing together or coordinating hunting methods. So the next time you hear dolphin noises at an aquarium or in the ocean, remember that these playful creatures are sharing their thoughts without a single whiff of scent in the air. Here's a wild fact about acacia trees. These fascinating savanna trees have a remarkable ability to communicate with each other using chemical signals. When acacia trees sense danger, like when herbivores start munching on their leaves, they release specific chemicals into the air. This signals nearby trees to take action by producing toxic compounds, which help deter hungry animals. Think of it as a safety alert system for trees. Researchers discovered that this warning mechanism allows acacias to work together, creating a network of defense that strengthens their chances of survival. So next time you see these majestic trees swaying in the wind, remember they're not just standing tall, they're actually chatting away, looking out for each other in the vast savanna. Isn't it amazing how plants can protect themselves and their neighbors? Surprisingly, it's a fact that locals enjoy free drinks. In some places, like the bustling lounges of certain airports or exclusive members-only clubs, residents have the delightful perk of pouring their favorite beverages without spending a dime. These lucky individuals don't have to face the outrageous prices that travelers often encounter at airport shops, where a glass of wine can shockingly cost more than a budget ticket. Imagine wanting to wind down with a drink and not having to worry about your wallet. This unique setup not only enhances the local culture, but also creates a warm, inviting atmosphere for everyone involved. While tourists might grumble about prices reaching new heights, residents can sip and socialize, enjoying their drinks stress-free. Wouldn't you love to experience such a contrast while traveling? What really drives tragic stories of justice? The tale of a character facing the death penalty often stirs deep emotions and raises important questions about morality and justice. Such narratives often blur the lines between right and wrong, pushing audiences to grapple with complex themes. One powerful example is the legendary story of a character whose fate seems sealed, leaving them to confront the consequences of their choices. This intricate dance of fate and consequence reveals the broader implications of justice in society. Through these dramatic arcs, storytellers invite us to reflect on how moral dilemmas shape our understanding of right and wrong. As viewers or readers, we find ourselves pondering whether the punishment fits the crime or if the character is merely a victim of circumstance. Why do we find such tragic tales so compelling? And what do they tell us about our own values? Let's uncover the truth about Cholula's pyramid. While most people think of Egypt when they hear the word pyramid, the world's largest pyramid is actually the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Cholula, Puebla, Mexico. This massive structure measures an astonishing 4,300 feet wide and stands at a height of about 217 feet, making it larger than the famous Pyramid of Giza. What's fascinating is that the pyramid is mostly covered by soil and vegetation, which gives it the appearance of a natural hill. However, beneath the surface lies a stunning complex of ancient tunnels and chambers. Built by the local indigenous people, the pyramid was dedicated to the feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatl. Today, Cholula is a lively town with rich history, drawing tourists eager to explore its archaeological wonders. This remarkable pyramid not only showcases the ingenuity of ancient builders, but also serves as a reminder that history often holds surprising secrets. Light up your space with spark-producing designs. Some living room designs incorporate elements that create dazzling sparks, which can instantly transform your home into a place that feels like a fireworks show. Think about it. The excitement of fireworks, with their bright flashes and colorful bursts, can be reflected in your interior design. These unique features might include decorative lighting fixtures that mimic the sparkler effect, or even wall art with embedded LEDs that dance like lights in the night sky. The key is to choose designs that create a warm, inviting atmosphere while also providing that visual thrill. Imagine hosting friends and family in a room that captures their attention with sparkling lights, creating an unforgettable ambiance. Whether you're looking to add a modern touch or simply want to make your living space more lively, incorporating spark-producing elements can elevate your design game. So why not bring a little bit of that celebratory spirit into your everyday life? Let's uncover the truth about Japan's cleanliness culture. In Japan, people take their trash home instead of tossing it on the streets, creating a remarkably clean environment. This deep-rooted cultural practice stems from a strong belief that everyone is responsible for keeping public spaces tidy. From a young age, children learn the importance of cleanliness through school programs that encourage them to clean up after themselves. As a result, you'll notice few trash cans in public areas. Since people carry their rubbish home, there's minimal litter, and surprisingly, many cities don't even require janitors to maintain cleanliness. This impressive effort shows that a collective mindset can lead to a clean society. So the next time you're walking down a street in Japan, take a moment to appreciate the effort behind such a tidy atmosphere. Isn't it inspiring how a culture can shape public behavior so positively? You might be shocked to learn that. Have you ever considered the Great Lakes' crucial importance? The Great Lakes, a remarkable group of 5 vast lakes spanning North America, contain over 20% of the world's freshwater supply, excluding glaciers. To put that into perspective, they hold about 6 quadrillion gallons of water, enough to give every person on Earth nearly 1/200 gallons. This extraordinary resource serves many essential functions, including providing drinking water, supporting agricultural practices, and facilitating various industries. Furthermore, the lakes are a haven for diverse ecosystems, hosting a wide array of fish, bird species, and plant life. They even help stabilize the local climate, making winters milder and summers more comfortable. Economically, the Great Lakes are invaluable. They offer shipping routes for transporting goods and attract millions of tourists eager to experience their scenic beauty. However, these vital waters face serious threats like pollution, invasive species, and the impacts of climate change. It's crucial to address these challenges. How can we protect our precious Great Lakes for future generations? Ever thought about why Sultan Kosen is so tall? Standing at an incredible 8 feet 3 inches, Sultan Kosen, born in 1982 in Turkey, holds the title of the tallest man alive. His towering height comes from a rare condition called gigantism, which is caused by an excess of growth hormone. This condition has given him not only remarkable physical stature, but also made him a celebrity around the world. From attending events to breaking records, Sultan has inspired many with his story. Despite the challenges of being so tall, including health issues and finding clothes that fit, he maintains a positive outlook. Sultan's height has brought him unique opportunities, like meeting famous personalities and participating in international projects aimed at raising awareness about growth disorders. His journey encourages us to embrace our differences, reminding us that everyone has their own unique qualities that make them special. Believe it or not, one woman runs a whole town. In Nebraska, you can find the fascinating town of Monowi, which has a population of just one person, Eula. As the sole resident, Eula wears many hats. She is the mayor, the bartender, and even the librarian. This extraordinary situation showcases the unique quirks of rural life, where small communities can sometimes dwindle to just one individual. Eula keeps the town's spirit alive by running the local bar and maintaining the library, which serves as a cozy gathering place for visitors from neighboring areas. Each year, she applies for special permits to keep the town's official status, and she even hosts events to bring people together. The story of Monowai is a reminder of how vibrant life can be, regardless of size. How would you feel about being the only resident in a town? Surprisingly, it's a fact that snow keeps you warm. You wouldn't expect frozen water to save you from freezing, but snow works wonders inside an igloo, a clever structure built by Inuit peoples. This seemingly paradoxical warmth comes from snow's unique ability to act as an insulator, trapping air within its flakes. When shaped into blocks and arranged into domes, these snow blocks create a network of tiny air pockets that slow down heat loss remarkably well. In the frigid Arctic, where temperatures can plunge to 30°C or even colder, the inside of an igloo can surprisingly reach temperatures of 0°C or above through the simple warmth of body heat and a flickering candle. This ingenious use of snow is not just a curious fact, it's a testament to centuries of indigenous engineering that makes survival possible in one of Earth's harshest environments. The science behind this is straightforward. Air is a poor conductor of heat, and since snow is largely made of air, it serves as an effective thermal shield. How a simple element like snow transforms into a life-saving refuge is both fascinating and inspiring. What if I told you entire armies were wiped out? Throughout history, there have been shocking moments where one army completely decimated another, leaving no survivors. One of the most infamous examples occurred during the Punic Wars, when the Roman Republic faced off against Carthage. In the decisive Battle of Zama in 202 BC, the Carthaginian forces were utterly annihilated, marking the end of a fierce rivalry. Another dramatic instance happened during the Battle of Agincourt in 1415, when English archers devastated the French numbers, leading to a stunning victory with huge casualties for France. Such total eliminations happened more frequently in ancient times, where battles were brutal and often resulted in utter defeat. In contrast, modern warfare often emphasizes strategies that allow for retreat, regrouping, and recovery. This change in tactics means that complete annihilation of an army is far less common today. How did we shift from total war to measured engagements? You won't believe the birth of a rare giraffe. On July 31, 2023, a remarkable event took place at the Bright Sioux in Limestone, Tennessee Zoo. An unspotted giraffe was born. This unusual giraffe, standing out from typical spotted counterparts, is a true rarity. To celebrate this special arrival, the zoo organized a naming contest, allowing the community to get involved. After much anticipation and excitement, the name Kaipiki was selected, which means unique in Swahili, perfectly reflecting the special nature of this little one. Giraffes usually have distinctive spots that help them blend into their surroundings, so Kaipiki's solid color makes her an extraordinary sight. Visitors have been flocking to the zoo to catch a glimpse of this beautiful creature. Not only does this event highlight the wonders of wildlife, but it also emphasizes how communities can come together to celebrate nature's surprises. Will Kaipiki inspire others to cherish and protect such amazing animals? Why exactly does the Statue of Liberty need shoes? This playful question invites us to think about the iconic monument in a fun and imaginative way. Standing at an incredible 151 feet tall, the Statue of Liberty is not only a symbol of freedom, but also a true giant among statues. If we picture her wearing sneakers, she would need a size 879 shoe, which is mind-boggling. Of course, statues don't wear shoes, but this quirky thought helps us appreciate the statue's impressive height even more. Imagine walking alongside her and how tiny you would feel. Created by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi and gifted to the United States in 1886, the statue represents hope and friendship. It's made from copper and was originally a shiny bronze color, but over the years it has developed the green patina we see today due to weathering. This transformation adds to her beauty and charm, making her a must-see for millions of visitors every year. So next time you glance at Lady Liberty, think about those enormous shoes. Hard to believe, but beards can be dangerous. In 1567, Hans Steininger became famous not only for his astonishing 4.5 feet long beard, but also for the unusual way he met his end. Imagine strolling through the streets with a beard that long. While it surely attracted attention, it also posed a risk. One day, Hans accidentally stepped on his own beard, losing his balance and tragically falling to his death. His story, while striking, reminds us just how surprising history can be. Beards have often been symbols of wisdom and masculinity across cultures, yet Steininger's tale serves as a quirky reminder of the unexpected twists life can take. This unusual incident encourages us to think safety first, even with personal style choices. So next time you see someone with a long beard, do you think they might share a similar fate? What if I told you empathy is brain magic? It turns out that our brains have a unique trick up their sleeves thanks to special cells called mirror neurons. These incredible neurons activate when we see others performing actions or expressing emotions. For example, if you watch someone smile, your mirror neurons are firing, creating a feeling of joy in you, as if you shared that moment. This amazing ability allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and is fundamental when it comes to building relationships and social bonds. Imagine watching a friend struggle with a tough moment. Your brain is hard at work understanding and feeling what they feel. This emotional resonance helps us offer support and compassion, making us more attuned to the needs of those around us. Whether it's sharing laughter, understanding sadness, or comforting someone in distress, our mirror neurons play a vital role in the rich tapestry of human interaction. Is it really true that this word is the longest? The word pneumonultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis is famous for being the longest word in the English language. This mouthful refers to a serious lung disease caused by inhaling very fine silica dust, often found in mines or during certain industrial activities. Imagine trying to say that word quickly. It has 45 letters and was coined in the 1930s as a way to serve as a word of the year, designed to impress and highlight the complexity of scientific terminology. While it may sound impressive, doctors usually just call it pneumoconiosis for short. Although this term isn't found in doctors' offices every day, it serves as a reminder of the importance of air quality and the risks of inhaling harmful particles. Can you think of other long words that might compete with this one? You won't believe this about roulette's eerie secret. It's true, if you add all the numbers on a standard roulette wheel from 1 to 36, you get a shocking total of 666. This number is famously known as the number of the beast from the Bible, giving roulette a devilish reputation that intrigues both players and onlookers alike. At a bustling casino table, where the wheel spins tantalizingly under flashing lights, gamblers are often unaware that they are engaging with a game closely linked to such spooky folklore. The thrill of chance in roulette is exhilarating enough on its own, but this biblical connection adds an intriguing twist that keeps people talking. While many players might dismiss the superstition as mere folklore, the blend of luck, anticipation, and that infamous number truly amplifies the excitement. This curious interplay of chance, strategy, and an ominous number invites players to ponder deeper meanings as they place their bets. In this game, even the unlikeliest of elements can stir our imaginations and keep the mystery alive long after the ball stops spinning. Believe it or not, new stars are born from gas. When massive clouds of gas and dust in space begin to collapse, gravity pulls these particles together, causing them to compress and heat up. As the temperature rises, it eventually reaches a staggering level where nuclear fusion can take place. This is the magical moment when hydrogen atoms fuse to create helium, releasing immense amounts of energy. This energy is what lights up the star and marks its official debut in the universe. The birth of a star is not only a fascinating sight, but also a significant event in the life cycle of our galaxy. These new stars will spend millions to billions of years shining brightly, influencing surrounding space with their gravity and energy. They go on to play a vital role in the formation of planets and other celestial bodies. Isn't it incredible to think that our own sun, a magnificent star, was born from the same cosmic process? Here's a wild fact about belladonna. This fascinating plant, also known as deadly nightshade, carries a dark reputation because it can be lethal with just a few berries. Picture this: a small, attractive cluster of shiny black berries that could lead to tragic consequences. Historically, belladonna was not only feared, but also fancied, as people used its toxic properties in cosmetics to create alluring beauty. Imagine women in ancient Rome applying belladonna extract to their eyes to achieve a captivating, dilated look. However, this beauty secret came with a cost. While it might have enhanced their appearance, even a small dose could lead to serious health issues, including hallucinations, paralysis, or even death. Today, many marvel at its beauty while also remembering its dangers. Belladonna is a reminder that not everything beautiful is safe. Are you brave enough to learn more about its hidden secrets? Prepare to be amazed by the power of a nuclear EMP. A single nuclear bomb detonated over Kansas could unleash an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, that has the potential to disrupt electronic devices and power grids across the entire continental United States. An EMP occurs when a nuclear explosion generates a burst of electromagnetic radiation, which can induce electric currents in conductive materials. This means that anything from your smartphone to the electricity grid itself could be damaged or rendered useless. The effects can be widespread and devastating, potentially causing blackouts and crippling vital services like hospitals and emergency response systems. Imagine losing access to not just your daily conveniences, but also critical infrastructure. Preparations for such an event are vital, as the impact of an EMP could last for months or even years. What steps can we take to safeguard our technology and infrastructure from this invisible threat? Here's a wild fact about urban resilience. In the small town of Wenling, China, a couple has captured hearts and headlines by refusing to abandon their home, even as a shiny new highway encroaches on their property. While many would see this as a losing battle, their determination shines as a symbol of resilience against urban development. Instead of moving away as construction crews pressed forward, the couple chose to stay put, turning their once peaceful surroundings into a focal point of the fight for personal space and community rights. This situation has sparked conversations about the balance between infrastructure growth and preserving homes. The couple's bravery suggests that not all battles are fought with weapons. Sometimes simply holding your ground is a powerful statement. What would you do if faced with such a challenge? Let's uncover the truth about probiotics. Probiotics are not just another health buzzword. They are live microorganisms, often called good bacteria, that can work wonders for your gut health. When you consume enough probiotics, they help keep your gut microbiome in balance, promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria while keeping harmful ones at bay. This balance is essential because it can affect everything from digestion to your immune system. You can find probiotics in delicious fermented foods like yogurt, which many of us enjoy for breakfast, and in tangy options like kimchi and sauerkraut, which add flavor and health benefits to our meals. For those who prefer a more concentrated dose, there are also probiotic supplements available. So next time you think about gut health, remember these little heroes in your food. Could they be the secret to feeling better? Here's something incredible about wedding veils. The longest wedding veil ever recorded stretches an astonishing 23,000 feet, which is about the equivalent of 63.5 football fields. This extraordinary veil was created by a team of talented designers in Cyprus and was officially recognized by the Guinness World Records. Spanning such a massive distance, it's not just a fashion statement, it's a true feat of creativity and craftsmanship. Imagine walking down the aisle with an accessory that trails behind you for more than 4 miles. This veil is made from sheer lace and took countless hours to design and assemble. The bride who wore it must have felt like royalty, turning heads all along her path. With this spectacular veil, weddings became more than just ceremonies. They transformed into grand spectacles. Who wouldn't be in awe of such an amazing piece of bridal fashion? Believe it or not, stockings have a magical origin. This delightful tradition traces back to the legendary figure of Saint Nicholas, known for his generosity and kind deeds. According to the tale, Saint Nicholas once dropped coins down a chimney, which then landed in stockings that children had hung by the fireplace to dry. This act of kindness sparked the idea of filling stockings with small gifts, creating a charming custom that continues today. Every year, families eagerly hang their stockings, hoping to find treats and surprises waiting for them on Christmas morning. While the original story takes place in ancient times, the spirit of giving remains strong. In modern times, stockings can be filled with candy, toys, and little trinkets, making them a special part of holiday celebrations. It's fascinating how a simple legend about a kind-hearted saint changed holiday traditions around the world. So when you hang up a stocking this year, remember the spirit of Saint Nicholas and the joy he brought to many. Mazes have intrigued us for centuries. What's their secret charm? Serving as symbols of life's twists and turns, they challenge our minds and entertain us in various ways. From ancient labyrinths in Greek mythology to the intricate hedge mazes of today, these puzzling structures captivate our imagination. They go beyond entertainment, playing a role in psychology by exploring how we navigate problems and make decisions. Nowadays, you can find mazes everywhere. They appear in video games, making quests more exciting, and in robotics testing, where understanding pathways helps improve robot navigation. Researchers also utilize mazes in navigation studies, teaching us how humans and animals orient themselves in complex environments. It's fascinating how something that looks like a simple puzzle can actually be a tool for enhancing our problem-solving skills and creativity. So the next time you encounter a maze, remember, you're not just having fun, you're also engaging with an age-old concept that blends art, science, and the human experience. What will you discover in your next maze adventure? What if I told you spices can be dangerous? Surprisingly, many popular spices include hidden risks, with significant levels of heavy metals like lead and arsenic lurking within. These contaminants often come from the soil where the spices are grown, manufacturing processes, or improper storage. What's alarming is that you can't rely on brand names, organic labels, or even the country of origin to guarantee their safety. Testing shows that some brands known for quality still contain these harmful substances in levels that could pose health risks. Regular consumption of contaminated spices can lead to serious health issues over time, including neurological damage and other chronic conditions. So what can you do? It's essential to buy spices from reputable sources, seek out brands that prioritize testing, and stay informed about any reported contamination. Your health is worth the effort. You might be shocked to learn that oranges aren't top for vitamin C. While many people think of oranges as the ultimate source of this essential nutrient, they actually fall short compared to other foods. In fact, bell peppers and kiwis pack a much bigger vitamin C punch. For instance, a medium orange contains about 70 milligrams of vitamin C, while a single red bell pepper can offer more than 150 milligrams. This vitamin is crucial for our immune system, helping to protect against illness and supporting skin health. It also plays a role in collagen production, which is vital for wound healing. With so many delicious options that can boost your vitamin C intake, like strawberries and pineapples, it's a good idea to mix it up in your diet. So the next time you reach for an orange, consider adding other vibrant fruits and veggies that can deliver even more of this powerhouse nutrient. Can you believe a spacesuit costs $1 billion? This staggering price tag makes it the most expensive suit on Earth, outshining even the fanciest designer outfits. The bulk of the cost, approximately 70%, comes from the intricate backpack and control module that support astronauts in the harsh environment of space. These backpacks are packed with cutting-edge technology, keeping astronauts safe and comfortable while they float among the stars. What's even more fascinating is that NASA doesn't just toss these suits aside when they're done. Instead, they actively reuse suits dating back to 1974. This not only helps save money, but also emphasizes NASA's commitment to sustainability within their operations. Imagine wearing a suit that has been into the vastness of space and back. It's almost like a badge of honor. Each time a suit is refurbished, it undergoes rigorous checks to ensure it meets safety standards for the next mission. Who knew that what protects astronauts could be this costly yet so rich in history? Believe it or not, John Allen Hale writes 10,000 times. This Disney superfan has taken his love for the Radiator Springs Racers to an astonishing level, clocking over 10,000 rides at Disney California Adventure Park. Imagine the thrill of zooming through the enchanting world of cars. Sometimes John rides the attraction more than 20 times in a single day. His passion is so intense that he has become a fixture at the park, often sharing his joy with fellow guests. Why does he keep coming back? He loves the excitement and the unique experience each ride offers, with vibrant visuals and thrilling dips. Disney parks specialize in creating magical moments, and for John, every ride feels like discovering something new. His incredible dedication even earned him some recognition and stories shared among the park's community. This goes to show how a theme park attraction can create lasting memories and inspire passion in fans. What motivates someone to ride the same ride thousands of times? Believe it or not, your brain hides a blind spot. This fascinating quirk happens because our eyes can't see everything at once. You have a blind spot where your optic nerve connects to your retina, and in that tiny area, there are no light-sensitive cells. But don't worry, your brain cleverly compensates for this gap in your vision by filling it in with surrounding visual information and using signals from your other eye. If you want to see your own blind spot, there's a fun and easy test you can try. Focus on a stationary object, like a dot on a piece of paper, while slowly moving another object, like a pencil, across your field of vision. At a certain point, that moving object will disappear from your sight. This everyday magic shows just how adaptable our brains are at making sense of the world, even with little blind spots. Prepare to be amazed by the wonders of crevices. A crevice is a deep fissure found in rocks, often formed by natural processes like erosion or tectonic movements. These fascinating formations can be seen in breathtaking places like national parks or mountains, showcasing nature's ability to carve out intricate patterns over time. Think of how water wears away rock, creating these unique gaps that can house plants, animals, and even entire ecosystems. On the other hand, you might have heard of the term apple within the context of glass, a playful analogy to describe a deep fissure in this versatile material. Glass can crack and form these fissures from thermal stress or impact. Both crevices in rock and glass have their own stories to tell, reflecting the forces of nature and the fragility of materials. Isn't it incredible how something as simple as a crack can open up a world of discovery? Have you ever wondered why rabbits can't vomit? This fascinating fact is rooted in their unique digestive system. Unlike many mammals, rabbits have a one-way digestive tract that means food moves only in one direction, from the mouth through the stomach and into the intestines. This anatomical design helps rabbits efficiently extract nutrients from their plant-based diet. However, it also means that if they eat something harmful, they can't simply throw it up like a cat or dog might. This makes it super important for rabbit owners to be extra careful about what their furry friends eat. Foods that are safe for other pets might be toxic for rabbits. For instance, many fruits and vegetables are great treats, but things like chocolate or processed foods can lead to serious health issues. So if you're considering bringing a rabbit into your home, remember to research what snacks are safe and monitor their diet closely to keep them happy and healthy. Can you imagine that tennis rackets are still strung by hand? In an age where machines dominate many sports, it might surprise you to learn that professional tennis rackets rely on human touch for their final assembly. While technology has made it easier to adjust string tension accurately, the delicate process of weaving the strings together remains a carefully crafted skill performed by expert stringers. These specialists use their hands to manually insert each string, ensuring that every racket meets the specific preferences of its player. This artisanal approach allows for unbeatable precision, a crucial factor that can affect how the ball feels on impact. Stringers pay close attention to the materials, tension, and patterns to optimize the racket's performance, adapting to the unique styles of top players. So next time you watch a match, remember the craftsmanship behind that perfect serve. Is it really true that trading stocks can be insured? Max Hervé Georges, a Frenchman, has taken an unusual approach to investing by securing an insurance policy that allows him to trade stocks based on prices from the previous week. This extraordinary contract has led many to label it as possibly the most foolish insurance ever signed. The logic behind this policy is quite intriguing. If stock prices rise after the previous week's close, Max stands to gain significantly. However, if prices drop, he could end up owning the insurance company itself. This risky gamble showcases the wild side of finance and raises the question of how far some investors will go to manipulate the rules for their benefit. It also prompts a deeper discussion about the nature of risk in investing. Can an insurance policy suit something as unpredictable as the stock market? Ever thought about studying ghosts at university? The University of Edinburgh offers a unique path for those fascinated by the mysterious world of parapsychology. This exciting field allows students to dive deep into the exploration of ghosts, monsters, and other supernatural phenomena. Pursuing a doctorate in parapsychology means you can study these intriguing topics in a formal educational setting, blending rigorous research with the thrill of the unknown. Imagine investigating reports of hauntings or analyzing paranormal claims using scientific methods. The program not only encourages critical thinking, but also emphasizes ethical considerations when studying such sensitive subjects. With a rich history and a strong emphasis on multidisciplinary approaches, the University of Edinburgh stands out as a leading institution for aspiring parapsychologists. So if you're intrigued by what lies beyond our everyday reality, why not consider this fascinating academic journey? Ever wondered what makes Alma's caviar so special? This luxurious delicacy, known as the diamond of food, holds the title for the most expensive caviar in the world, costing an astonishing $1,650 per pound. Sourced exclusively from the Iranian beluga sturgeon found in the Caspian Sea, Alma's caviar is truly one of a kind. The fish that produces this caviar is remarkably rare, primarily because of its limited habitat and specific environmental conditions. Each egg is harvested carefully, ensuring the highest quality and taste. Alma's caviar is favored by gourmet chefs and food enthusiasts around the globe, not just for its price, but for its unique, buttery flavor and creamy texture. It's often served on blinis or with a dollop of crème fraîche to elevate the tasting experience. But what truly sets it apart is its stunning golden color, reminiscent of jewels. Why do you think such a rarity commands such a high price? Here's a wild fact about sheep's eyesight. Did you know that sheep have an incredible field of vision of around 300 degrees? This amazing trait comes from their unique eye placement on the sides of their heads. Unlike humans, who have their eyes positioned at the front, allowing for a narrower view, sheep can see almost all around them without needing to turn their heads much at all. This wide-angle sight is crucial for their survival in the wild, as it helps them spot predators from almost any direction. The only blind spot they have is directly behind them, but it's a small price to pay for such exceptional vision. So the next time you see a sheep grazing in a pasture, remember that they might be watching everything around them while appearing calm and relaxed. Prepare to be amazed by monkey greetings. White-faced capuchin monkeys have a fascinating way of saying hello that sets them apart from our typical human interactions. These clever little creatures engage in a unique ritual where they stick their fingers up each other's noses. While this may seem strange to us, it's a friendly bonding gesture in the monkey world, much like a handshake or a high five for humans. This quirky greeting helps strengthen their social connections and reinforces trust among group members. Just like humans enjoy a warm hug, these monkeys have found a playful and intimate way to show affection. Their unusual behavior reminds us that the animal kingdom is full of surprising social customs. So the next time you see a capuchin monkey, just think about how different their friendly hellos are. What other quirky animal behaviors might be hiding in the wild? Prepare to be amazed by the gateway to hell. This fascinating place in Turkmenistan holds a fiery secret, a natural gas crater that has been burning for decades. The crater, known as the Darvaza gas crater, began to blaze in 1971 when geologists accidentally ignited the gas during a drilling expedition. They were trying to manage a gas leak, but things went awry and the fiery pit emerged. To prevent the spread of toxic gas, they decided to let it burn out, expecting it to extinguish within a few weeks. Little did they know, the flames have been dancing ever since. Today, the crater measures about 230 feet wide and glows like a furnace at night, attracting adventurers and curious tourists from all over the world. The sight of glowing flames against the dark desert landscape is both mesmerizing and eerie, earning it the nickname Gateway to Hell. With its burning pit and captivating history, this unique site raises questions about our relationship with natural resources and the unforeseen consequences of our actions. What do you think about this fiery wonder? Get excited about Iceland's stunning growth every year. It's hard to believe, but Iceland actually expands by 2 inches annually. This remarkable phenomenon occurs because the island sits right on top of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a tectonic plate boundary where 2 large plates are slowly drifting apart. As these plates move, magma from the Earth's mantle rises to fill the gap, creating new land and adding to Iceland's already stunning landscape. This process is called seafloor spreading, and it not only forms new land, but also leads to volcanic activity, giving Iceland some of its breathtaking natural features, like geysers and hot springs. Within just a few million years, Iceland could look very different as it continues to expand. Scientists closely study these movements to understand more about our planet's geology and tectonic processes. Who would have thought that while we go about our daily lives, Iceland is literally growing before our eyes? Imagine standing on land that wasn't there just a few years ago. Believe it or not, caterpillars become butterflies by liquefying. This fascinating process is called metamorphosis, and it involves the caterpillar essentially turning into a soupy mixture inside its chrysalis. How wild is that? But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Research shows that butterflies can actually remember things from their caterpillar days. Studies have demonstrated that butterflies retain memories from their earlier life stages, like skills they learned or dangers they faced. This means that despite their radical transformation, some neural connections remain in place. Imagine a caterpillar learning to associate a specific taste with danger. When it becomes a butterfly, that memory still lingers, helping it avoid potential threats. It's like carrying your childhood memories into adulthood. This incredible ability challenges our understanding of memory and learning in different life stages. Nature never ceases to amaze, doesn't it? From caterpillar to butterfly, these creatures show us that transformation can come with continuity, bridging 2 vastly different worlds. Did you know about David Cho's bold choice? In 2005, graffiti artist David Cho faced a career-defining decision when Facebook offered him $60,000 to create murals at their headquarters. Instead of accepting the cash, he made a gamble. He opted for stock options in the budding company. Fast forward to today, and that gamble paid off spectacularly. Cho's stock options have skyrocketed in value, boasting an impressive worth of over $200 million. This story not only highlights Cho's visionary mindset, but also emphasizes the unpredictable nature of investing, especially in a tech startup like Facebook, which has since transformed into one of the most influential companies in the world. Cho's audacity and foresight remind us how sometimes taking a risk can lead to remarkable rewards. Would you have made the same choice? Imagine reading all those privacy policies in 1 year. It's mind-boggling to think that if you tried to tackle every online privacy policy you agree to in just 12 months, it would take about 76 8-hour workdays. This incredible statistic sheds light on how much information we consent to without ever really diving into the details. Every time we sign up for a new app, website, or service, we tick that little box agreeing to their privacy terms, often without a second thought. The truth is, most people are busy living their lives, and reading dense legal text isn't exactly high on the to-do list. As a result, this leads to users being largely unaware of how their personal data might be used or shared. With concerns about data privacy on the rise, it's essential to find ways to simplify these policies or encourage transparency. Could technology be developed to make these terms more understandable, so everyone knows what they're signing up for? It's a hot topic that deserves our attention. Let's uncover the truth about Player Robot. This incredible robotic salamander, developed by scientists, is revolutionizing how we understand movement. Designed with a flexible structure that mimics real bones and joints, Player Robot can glide smoothly on land while also swimming with ease in water. Its unique design allows researchers to study locomotion in a way that was previously hard to achieve. By observing how Player Robot navigates different terrains, scientists can gather valuable insights into movement patterns that apply to both animals and robots. This knowledge could lead to advancements in robotics and even help in designing better prosthetics for humans. The versatility of Player Robot highlights the intricate ways biology and technology can intertwine, pushing the boundaries of innovation. How will this technology shape the future of robotics and our understanding of animal movement? You might be shocked to learn that Luna moths can't eat. These stunning insects, known for their bright green wings and long tails, have a fascinating yet short-lived existence. Adult Luna moths emerge from their cocoons with no mouths, meaning they can't eat at all during their brief 7-day life. Instead, their main purpose is to find a mate. Once they emerge, they rely on energy stored from their larval stage to survive. During this week, they attract partners with scents and dazzling colors. After mating, females lay eggs, ensuring the next generation continues this beautiful cycle. Sadly, after completing their primary mission, these enchanting moths succumb to starvation shortly after. Their short lifespan reminds us of the wonders of nature and the unique adaptations creatures have developed to survive. Isn't it amazing how such a beautiful insect can have such a fleeting existence? Ever thought about drones in the 1950s? Back then, the United Arab Emirates pioneered the use of drones to tackle a unique challenge, sending salt to volcanoes in arid regions. This innovative approach aimed at modifying weather conditions and stimulating rainfall, particularly in dry areas. Imagine remote-controlled aircraft soaring through the skies, dropping salt to encourage cloud formation. Though we often associate drones with modern tech, this early use highlights a fascinating blend of curiosity and necessity. The idea was that by introducing salt particles into the atmosphere, clouds could better condense moisture, potentially leading to rain, crucial for agriculture in desert climates. While the technology was rudimentary compared to today's standards, it marked an inventive step towards solving environmental issues. So, who knew the UAE was experimenting with drone technology way back in the 50s? What happens when electric cars conquer the Dakar Rally? The Audi RSQ e-tron made headlines by winning the grueling Dakar Rally, a race known for its tough terrain in extreme conditions. This electric vehicle isn't just any car. It represents a significant leap in technology and innovation in motorsports. The RSQ e-tron blends electric power with advanced engineering, showcasing how sustainable energy can compete at the highest levels of racing. Unlike traditional gasoline-powered vehicles, this electric marvel uses a unique energy management system, allowing it to tackle the unruly desert landscapes of the rally with efficiency and speed. Audi's pioneering efforts in the Dakar demonstrate how electric vehicles can rise to the challenge, sparking interest in greener racing technologies. Drivers and fans alike were amazed to see how the RSQ e-tron charged through dunes and rocky paths, proving that electric mobility is not just the future, but is ready to dominate today's toughest competitions. How will this victory influence the future of motorsports? Ever thought about why Isaac Davis pulled off his heist? On August 1, 1798, America witnessed its very first bank robbery when Isaac Davis made off with an astonishing $162,121 from the Bank of Philadelphia. What makes this caper so intriguing is that there were no signs of forced entry, leading many to believe it was an inside job. Can you imagine the shock of the bank staff? But the story doesn't end there. In an unexpected twist, Davis later deposited a hefty amount back into the same bank and even repaid the full stolen sum by 1799. Remarkably, he never faced any jail time. It raises questions about the banking practices of the time and the possible connections Davis had within the bank. Was he clever or just incredibly lucky? This fascinating slice of history not only highlights the risks of banking, but also leaves us wondering about the hidden secrets behind one of America's first criminal adventures. Believe it or not, Sumidero Canyon is breathtaking. This stunning natural wonder located in Chiapas, Mexico, boasts depths of over 3,280 feet and stretches an impressive 8 miles long. As you stand at the rim, the sheer vertical walls rise dramatically, creating an awe-inspiring backdrop of lush tropical vegetation. The vibrant greenery hosts a variety of wildlife, including groups of spider monkeys, colorful birds, and even crocodiles basking in the sun. Because of its remarkable beauty and ecological significance, Sumidero Canyon is a popular destination for both adventure seekers and nature lovers. Visitors often take boat tours through the canyon, allowing them to soak in the majestic views from water level while learning about the area's rich history and diverse ecosystems. Those fortunate enough to experience it firsthand often leave with unforgettable memories and a newfound appreciation for nature's wonders. So if you're planning your next adventure, why not consider a visit to this extraordinary canyon? Ever seen a lizard sprint and then stop? It turns out that most lizards can't breathe and run at the same time. This fascinating fact is due to the unique way these reptiles are built. They use the same chest muscles for running and breathing. When a lizard dashes after prey or escapes a threat, it engages those muscles to power its legs. However, this means they can't take deep breaths while sprinting, leading to fatigue after just a short burst of speed. Imagine trying to run full speed while holding your breath. As a result, lizards often have to slow down or pause to catch their breath. Despite this limitation, many lizards have evolved impressive escaping techniques and quick bursts of speed to evade predators. This balance between running and breathing shows how animals adapt in the wild, even if it means moving in short, energetic spurts. Next time you spot a lizard darting across a rock, remember how its body's working hard to keep up with the chase? Surprising fact about Elvis Presley's Grammy Awards. Despite being one of the most iconic musicians of all time, Elvis won only 3 Grammys out of 14 nominations during his career. This might seem shocking considering his immense influence on rock and roll and popular music. The awards he did win were for his gospel recordings, showcasing his deep-rooted passion for the genre. He received his first Grammy in 1967 for Best Sacred Performance for the album How Great Thou Art. In 1971, he snagged 2 more Grammys for Best Inspirational Performance for He Touched Me and Best Male Vocal Performance. While these awards are a testament to his talent, many fans feel that Elvis deserved more recognition for his groundbreaking work and numerous hits. His legacy continues to resonate, making it even more surprising that the king of rock and roll walked away with so few Grammys. Here's a wild fact about the smallest spider. The Langbine spine, measuring just 0.3 millimeter thick, holds the title for the tiniest spider on our planet. Imagine a creature so small that it could easily perch on the tip of a pencil. These tiny arachnids live in specific areas, often obscured by vegetation, making them incredibly hard to spot. Their minuscule size doesn't hinder their survival skills. Instead, it often helps them evade predators and hunt for tiny insects. The Langbine spine uses silk to create its webs, just like its larger relatives, showcasing the amazing versatility of spiders, regardless of their size. Despite their minute stature, these little creatures play a vital role in their ecosystems, helping control pest populations. Next time you see a spider, remember that some of them are too small to notice, but they are mighty in their own right. What else might we learn about these miniature marvels? Did you know that boxfish are nature's quirky marvels? This fascinating marine species stands out with its distinct square, flat body shape, making it a true icon of the ocean. Boxfish have a completely flat head, and their eyes, mouth, and fins are positioned with minimal openings. This unique design not only gives them their characteristic look, but also helps them navigate their underwater habitats with surprising efficiency. While they may not win any races against faster fish, their ability to move gracefully along the seafloor is impressive. Boxfish also have a hard shell-like exterior, which provides added protection from predators. These adaptations make them perfectly suited for life on the ocean floor, where they can often be seen darting among coral reefs and avoiding danger. So, next time you spot a brightly colored boxfish, remember, it's a splendid example of how nature crafts extraordinary creatures. Ever thought about why Mauna Loa is so special? This massive volcano, located in Hawaii, holds the title of the world's largest volcano, stretching an impressive 70 miles in width. Mauna Loa's sheer size and its frequent eruptions have made it a hot topic for scientists and researchers. Eruptions not only reshape the land around them, but also create new land as lava flows cool and solidify. This dynamic process offers a fascinating glimpse into Earth's geology and helps scientists understand volcanic activity better. With its last eruption happening in November 2022, Mauna Loa is more than just a natural wonder. It's a living laboratory for studying volcanoes. The wealth of information gained from such studies can help us better predict eruptions and understand their impact on the environment and communities. How incredible is it that one volcano can teach us so much? Why exactly does a severed ear spark war? In 1739, British sea captain Robert Jenkins made headlines when he presented his own severed ear to Parliament, claiming that Spanish forces had forcibly removed it during an altercation in the Caribbean. This shocking act ignited a wave of anger in Britain, leading the public and politicians to rally against Spain. The incident symbolized the long-standing tensions between the two maritime powers, fueled by issues like trade disputes and colonial competition. Jenkins' gruesome testimony painted a picture of Spanish brutality, rallying British sentiment and stirring calls for revenge. Thus began the War of Jenkins' Ear, a conflict that became part of the larger struggle for supremacy in the Americas. The war may have originated from a single horrific event, but it demonstrated how one person's story could ignite a national conflict, reshaping international relations for years to come. Did you know the Jeffersonia plant honors Thomas Jefferson? This beautiful plant is a tribute to the former U.S. president, thanks to botanist Benjamin Smith Barton, who identified it in 1792. Jefferson was not just a statesman, he had a deep passion for botany and plants, which he explored through his gardens and writings. He even corresponded with fellow naturalists about various plant species spread across his estate at Monticello. Barton, recognizing Jefferson's enthusiasm, chose to name the plant Jeffersonia as a sign of respect for his contributions to the field. This plant, often found in shaded areas of woodlands, boasts delicate white flowers that bloom in the spring, making it a beautiful sight to behold. Not only does the Jeffersonia stand as a reminder of Jefferson's interests, but it also highlights how intertwined nature and history can be. So the next time you see a Jeffersonia plant, remember that it carries a piece of American history with it. Isn't it fascinating how plants can connect us to influential figures in our past? Did you know about these 4 uniquely named states? In the United States, there are 4 states that intriguingly carry names associated with the opposite of the peoples. Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Kentucky lead the charge with their unique titles. Pennsylvania, for instance, translates to Penn's Woods, named after William Penn, who sought a refuge for the Quakers. Virginia, named after Queen Elizabeth of Furey, is often referred to as the Old Dominion, reflecting its rich history. Kentucky, named for the Iroquois word Kenta-ten, represents the land of tomorrow. While these states honor their roots and show a deep connection to good people and old traditions, each operates independently, showcasing the beauty of diversity in governance. Despite their historical namesakes, these states have evolved, shaping distinct cultures and identities. So what's the story behind the 4th state that continues this intriguing trend? Dive deeper, and you might just uncover more about the fascinating histories that shape these names. Why do night vision goggles glow green? The reason behind that eerie glow is fascinating. Night vision goggles use technology to amplify light in dark environments, and it turns out our eyes are particularly good at picking up green light. This sensitivity means that green images are easier for our eyes to see, allowing users to spot details in low-light situations. The goggles amplify even the tiniest bit of light, including infrared, which is not visible to the naked eye. When this light is converted into a visible image, it's shown in green to ensure maximum clarity. This clever design choice helps not just military personnel, but also wildlife enthusiasts and nighttime adventurers navigate the dark with confidence. So next time you see those glowing goggles, you'll know it's all about helping us see better in the shadows. Isn't that cool? Why exactly does Guatapet Rock draw so many visitors? This incredible natural formation, perched in Antioquia, Colombia, stands an impressive 656 feet tall, towering over the lush landscape. It's no wonder this spot attracts adventure seekers and nature lovers alike. To reach the top, brave souls must conquer a staircase of 740 steps intricately carved into the rock. Along the way, climbers are treated to breathtaking views that get better with every step. The sense of accomplishment upon reaching the summit is matched only by the panoramic vistas that unfold across the horizon. Whether it's the vibrant greenery below or the sprawling expanse of the sky above, there's beauty at every angle. Many people visit Guatapet Rock not just for the physical challenge, but to soak in the unique atmosphere and the rich biodiversity that thrives in the area. Ready to tackle the climb? Dive into the world of Patricia Spurbuta-Hurov. This talented actress has taken center stage as a leading figure in a remarkable drama series that beautifully portrays the essence of the 4 seasons. With each season representing different themes, challenges, and emotions, Patricia brings life to her character, captivating audiences everywhere. Fans of her show admire how the storyline mirrors the changes in nature, from the blooming flowers of spring to the stark beauty of winter. It's not just about the seasons, but also the rich tapestry of human experiences woven throughout the narrative. Her ability to connect with viewers has made her a beloved figure in the acting community. Each episode invites us to reflect on our own lives, showcasing how we all endure changes and transformations, just like the world around us. How does she manage to bring such depth to her performances? Did you know Liechtenstein shares a flag with Haiti? At the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin, athletes from the small European nation of Liechtenstein were in for a surprising revelation. They discovered that their flag was identical to that of Haiti, which caused quite a stir among the participants. This odd coincidence prompted the officials of Liechtenstein to take immediate action. To avoid any confusion during the prestigious event, they added a golden crown to their flag the following year, creating a unique symbol that blended their national identity with royal imagery. This small but significant change is a fascinating reminder of how even the smallest nations strive for visibility on the global stage. The crown flag has since become a proud emblem of Liechtenstein's heritage and culture. Can you imagine the conversations that must have sparked among athletes when they realized this flag mix-up? Prepare to be amazed by balloon bombs in Wadawashe. During World War II, Japan launched around 9,000 balloon bombs aimed at the United States as a unique strategy to cause havoc. These bombs were carried by the wind across the Pacific Ocean, and surprisingly, about 1,000 of them reached American land. Most of these balloons landed in uninhabited or remote areas, which kept the destruction relatively low. However, one tragic incident stood out. A single balloon caused the only death on American soil during the entire war. This unfortunate event involved 6 people, including a pregnant woman who encountered the balloon bomb while on a picnic in Oregon. Although the balloon bomb campaign was largely unsuccessful in its intended purpose, it demonstrated the innovative, if desperate, tactics employed during wartime. It's a fascinating and sobering tale that underscores the lengths to which nations will go in conflict. Prepare to be amazed by octopus intelligence. Octopuses are not just fascinating creatures, they are also incredibly clever. These animals have shown remarkable problem-solving skills, like opening jars to get their favorite treats. With their flexible tentacles acting like fingers, they can manipulate objects, unscrew lids, and even escape tricky situations in aquariums. Scientists are captivated by these behaviors because octopuses have a unique brain structure, with neurons spread throughout their arms. This means their tentacles can even perform tasks independently, leading to questions about how we define intelligence. Researchers study their behaviors to understand more about marine intelligence and how these creatures use their skills to survive in the wild. So the next time you see an octopus, remember they are not just swimming around. They are solving puzzles and using their impressive brain power in ways that consistently surprise us. Hard to believe, but jaguarundis are unique cats. These fascinating felines look much more like otters than your everyday house cat. With their sleek, elongated bodies and short legs, jaguarundis have a playful appearance that sets them apart. Unlike many other cats, they can often be found watching over their territory from low branches or bushes, thanks to their agile climbing skills. One of the most surprising things about them is their vocalizations. They produce sounds that resemble bird calls, making it even harder to spot them in the wild. Found mostly in the forests and grasslands of the Americas, jaguarundis are solitary hunters, primarily feeding on small mammals and birds. Despite their elusive nature, they play a crucial role in their ecosystem by keeping prey populations in check. Aren't the secrets of nature just amazing? You might be surprised by Alaska's price tag. In a stunning historical deal, the United States purchased Alaska from Russia in 1867 for just $7.2 million, which is about 2 cents per acre. This acquisition was not only a bold move, but significantly cheaper than a comparable land purchase from China at the time. Many people were skeptical about the deal, referring to it as Seward's folly, after Secretary of State William H. Seward, who orchestrated the transaction. They questioned why the U.S. would invest in such a remote and icy territory. However, this purchase turned out to be a brilliant decision. Alaska is now rich in natural resources, including oil, gold, and timber, making it an invaluable part of the country. Just imagine, if the U.S. had opted for a deal with China instead, we could have missed out on the vast beauty and economic potential that Alaska offers today. This acquisition not only expanded the nation's territory, but also opened doors to unique cultural experiences and breathtaking landscapes. Who would have thought that such a frigid land could become a treasure trove? Let's uncover the truth about presidential records. Did you know that William Howard Taft holds the title for the heaviest president in the history of the United States? Weighing in at over 330 pounds, or about 150 kilograms, Taft's size was notable not just for its enormity, but also because it presented unique challenges for his lifestyle and presidency. Imagine the logistics of fitting into a bathtub designed for average-sized individuals. Meanwhile, Franklin D. Roosevelt made history as the first president to grace the television screen, debuting in April 1939 at the World's Fair in New York. This groundbreaking moment not only showcased Roosevelt's charisma, but also paved the way for future presidents to connect with the public through this emerging medium. It's fascinating to think about how these two figures shaped the office in distinctly different ways, isn't it? Unbelievable record holder, Jayaman Kimura lives 116 years. Did you know that Jayaman Kimura from Japan holds the title for the longest-lived man in history? He reached an astonishing age of 116 years and 54 days, making him a remarkable figure in the world of longevity. Born in 1897, Kimura was also the last living person from that historic year, witnessing over a century of change and progress. His life spanned 3 different centuries, during which he saw the rise of technology, significant world events, and cultural shifts. Living to such an impressive age isn't just about good luck. It often involves a combination of genetics, lifestyle, and environment. Many supercentenarians like Kimura are known for their healthy diets, strong social connections, and positive attitudes. Although the secrets of longevity can vary from person to person, Kimura's legacy inspires many people to consider how lifestyle choices can influence health and lifespan. How incredible would it be to learn from his experiences and stories from so many years of life?